What? Like now?
You know what? Flark it. Let's do it.
Listen closely. Ancient Catathian is a powerful tongue with words that hold great meaning. Follow as I lead the melody. Sodraju tupluk, Heldagor Morgath, Soltath Flandergath.
Really? We're doing this?
Targath Gonot Kol, Volmalki Ultath, Gothan Kolgalmak.
Targath Gonot Kol, Volmalki Ultath, Gothan Kolgalmak.
Pelmafin Sarduth, Jutkai Nageltau, Gothan Kogalmak.
Pelmafin Sarduth, Jutkai Nageltau, Gothan Kogalmak.
Galmak, Galmak, Soltath Flandergath.
What does that last line mean, Drax?
Soltath Flandergath. It means we will be victorious. I knew this day would come. I was destined to battle the Dragon Lord of Kakaranthara.
Bet you didn't think you'd be fighting him with this team of a-holes.
I did not, but I am thankful fate has granted me this honor. Despite your best efforts, you are an honorable man, Peter Quill.
Thanks, Drax. All good, buddy?
I am Groot.
Ready for our biggest battle yet?
I am Groot.
He was more worried about us killing each other over the past few cycles.
The Milano isn't gonna self-destruct or anything while we're gone, right?
How many times do I gotta tell you? The ship probably ain't equipped with self-destruct systems.
All set to take on Foom, Rocket?
They say that a single one of his claws is bigger than a fully grown man.
Considering how those legends about Hellbender turned out, that dragon's probably as tall as Groot.
We're gonna pull this off. I know it.
Of course. We have to. For Nikki. Ever fought a dragon before? Sounds fun, actually.
Only in the arcade. That's good enough, right?
I am Groot.
Sure, the ship's systems are in bad shape, but I think we'll be able to take off.
I am Groot.
We'll figure out how to pull the giant dragon later. Who knows? Maybe it's really light. Like a bird with hollow bones. Dragons can fly, right?
Man, this thing is ugly. Thought we could use it if we ever need to hide our identity during a job or something.
First of all, a Glarnot mask ain't no identity.
Glarnot, they're that gang from the planet that rains emeralds or something, right? Or am I confusing them?
It's diamonds.
Oh yeah!
And B, there's only two jobs I've ever needed a mask. The time me and Groot knocked over a top-secret lab.
Really?
Oh yeah. The other time was when I borrowed a Glarnot mask and accidentally stole Groot from the collector.
When did you guys rob a secret lab?
It was before we came after you. This Signog named Wheeler reached out to me and Groot. Wanted us to steal a bioweapon from some research lab in Arago 7. Piece of cake for a crack team like me and Groot.
Wait. And Groot wore a mask for this?
Man, you should have seen him, Quill. Bark naked except for the stupid mask of Thanos. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I bet.
That was until we realized the eggheads on Arago actually hired Wheeler to get us there.
6 out of 10 times it's a trap.
Yup. Turns out they wanted to study us. My implants, Groot's regeneration, super valuable to the right bidder. By the time I realized what was up, they'd got Groot. Locked him in a freaking cage, Quill. Like an animal.
That's terrible.
Yep, well, joke's on them. We weren't about to be turned into science experiments anytime soon, so I went with Plan B. One explosive charge later, and ba-boom, we were home free.
And the bioweapon?
Sold it back to Wheeler for triple the price.
Nice.
Yep. Those were the days.
How'd you accidentally steal Groot?
You have to understand, Quill. I was on the run back then. The war was still raging strong, and them Kree scientists weren't exactly happy I left Half-World. I had to keep a low profile.
By robbing the Collector?
I was broke. And no offense, but the way the Collector plasters his face all over nowhere like he owns the place.
He doesn't own the place.
Someone had to knock him off his stupid flarkin' pedestal. The fact that I was drunk when I did it just makes it funnier.
Is there a bounty out for you that I should know about?
Relax. Anyways, I lifted one of them stupid Glarnot masks from some passed out jerk at Mantlow's, stumbled my way to the Collector's Emporium, put on the mask, flashed some shiny rocks I found, and when his assistant's back was turned, I bonked him on the head.
Oh, you're unbelievable.
I know. It was gravy after that. Once I was sure he was out, I started cleaning out the place. Woke up the next morning on a stolen transport with a bag of loot and Groot. Of course, he was just a baby back then. Barely taller than a weed.
Aw, baby Groot.
I knew right then and there that I had to take care of him. A cage ain't no place for guys like us. We've been partners in crime ever since.
That I believe.
Believe what you want, Quill. Truth is truth.
I'll just put this back.
At last, the hunt for Fang Foom truly begins.
A monster that big's gonna leave serious marks all over the planet. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Looking for Foom poop. Great.
right, let's do this.
Shivering tit wishes it's cold.
That's not really how that saying goes.
You want to correct me? Or you want to find Fang Foom and save the galaxy?
I want Fang Foom.
And the galaxy-saving thing, I guess. Assuming Hellbender even goes for this.
Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Okay, well, I ain't seeing no Foom Foom.
We should look for Catathian hunt markers, testaments to the bravery of those who came before. The legends of raining fire are true.
Any other legends we should know about?
Legends of glorious death.
Well, as long as it's glorious. Anybody else hearing a high-pitched?
Watch out! This place is falling apart.
We did not come here to be slain by ice and rocks. There is only one noble way to die on Maklu 4. Like so many of my people before us.
Someone remind Drax we ain't come here to die!
No one's dying. We're taking Foom alive. We're handing him over to Lady Hellbender alive. And we're getting her to help us take on the Church's armada.
So in this plan of ours, the Armada part is where we die?
All right, Drax, let's channel some of that excitement toward this rock.
I shall pretend it is the head of Fang Foom.
Great! Drax just shattered the skull of the thing we're supposed to capture. Groot says he wants to take it all in. Take your time, buddy. Might be our last chance to take anything in.
Think Foom's in there? If fantasy books taught me anything, it's that dragons love to hang out inside mountains.
Groot wants to know if those books said anything about catching dragons.
I'm sure it had something to do with teamwork and trust.
He can't remember the details because he didn't read the whole thing.
I read a lot of different dragon books, okay? And there was always a mountain, and the good guys always win.
Ain't no one writing a book about us. Groot says he heard that Foom once took a millennia-long nap.
Look, my people were here.
Didn't we see these in Drax's memories? When Mantis linked us all together.
That's a lot of brave Catathians.
After Thanos raised Katath, my people were left broken, physically and mentally. Their exodus led many of them here in great numbers.
So how many of these hunters came back?
None.
They were all victims of Fang Foom?
Not victims. They came for the ultimate battle. A truly glorious death.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're a part of something here?
Oh yeah, part of Foom's all-you-can-eat buffet.
I mean, walking in the footsteps of Drax's people, out here to save the galaxy, makes you want to believe in destiny.
I'm not trying to kill the moment or nothing, but everybody listed here was destined to be monster chow.
If we all die, we will die like proper Catathians.
If we all die, everyone dies. Magus is gonna consume everything.
Then let's catch Foom and make sure that doesn't happen.
If we fall this time, know that it...
What? Is that
Okay, team. If we can't make quick work of this thing, then we got no right going after Fang Foom.
Well said, Peter!
Breathing room, Groot! Run him through! Go to the big gun!
And guarding the future feline will expose its weakness!
Wrap him up, bud!
We really don't have time to mess around like this!
Hell back on the front!
stomach appears soft and comfortable. We fight in the footsteps of so many of my people.
I just wish they cleared out the beasts a little better!
Groot's pretty sure he can expose this roomy cat!
Too bad, Foom!
Maybe he's not into tentacle cats? I wouldn't blame him.
Pounce, Rex!
With hammer!
I really hope this Lady Hellbender plan works!
I'm surprised we even have a plan.
Yes! Now bring on Fang Foom!
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much bigger and stronger and scarier is Foom gonna be than the thing we just fought?
10,000.
That's what I think.
No one said this was gonna be easy, Rocket.
Right. But 10,000 times, Quill, Drax is the literal one, remember?
Obviously, our chances of pulling this off suck. A lot. But what chance does the galaxy have if we don't pull it off?
Exactly. We all saw what the Church is capable of. No matter what this planet throws at us, we're not stopping till we catch Foom and Lady Hellbender's fighting by our side.
My sister used to paint places like this.
Gamora, I'm thinking I can get a pretty good vantage point from the top of this thing.
Okay, just be careful, Peter.
So just how big is Foom's skull throw?
I can see the whole crater from up here. Maybe Foom's not in the mountain after all. Maybe he's down there somewhere.
You tell us!
I mean, if I... were a dragon, I definitely... want to stomp around down there.
The legends do tell of Fang Foom stalking Maklu's greatest caldera.
Good enough for me. We can probably work our way around the edge and find a way down.
Flark and Hala!
Whoa, get a load of them claw marks. So if Raker completes this ritual of his, unleashes Magus or whatever, what's it gonna look like? I mean, how are we gonna know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need to cross here too. Just not sure how.
Looks like there might be a ledge hiding under all those rocks on the other side. So, are we sure Milano's gonna be okay? Because if we end up stranded here...
Incoming!
So step 2 of your plan is crushing us all?
I think I see what he's up to.
Yeah, crushing us all!
Thanos would have loved this planet.
Rocket, don't let me down.
As if.
Do your thing, Groot.
You're the wrong guy.
You're up, Drax.
I will not.
Okay. I'm thinking this is step 1 of a multi-step solution to get across this chasm.
All right, and what are the next steps?
Still working on that part.
This place has way too many caves and crevices, probably filled with nasty surprises.
Fortunately for us, we travel with the nastiest of all surprises, despite its harmless appearance.
Really? He's talking about me. I'm flattered. I like you too, Drax. You know, the way you move heavy stuff, it's great.
Oh, look. They're bonding.
Drax, buddy, can you toss it?
Certainly. Where shall I move it?
It'll look better in orbit.
Easily. Where shall I put it? I could clear the rubble from that ledge, Peter Quill. I just need something to throw.
How about Quill?
Final step, Drax. If we can topple some of those rocks...
Glorious!
I swear, I've never seen you in such a good mood.
Because you have never seen me on the Great Hunt before.
What about our quarantine zone mission?
Drax, I know you've been waiting for this a long time. Enjoy it, man.
Thank you, Peter Quill. I must admit that with everything that has happened, I need this.
Yeah, everyone get ready. There's something up ahead.
Pretty sure it sees us, whatever it is.
Great, more foam food to deal with.
Do not underestimate anything that survives the perils of this planet.
Good advice. Shouldn't it be too cold for words on this planet?
Too cold for genetically engineered not raccoons, that's for sure. Lousy crunch slurpers won't stop spitting at us.
Just try to keep moving. Don't let them corner you. Time to shred them. At this rate, I'm worried we won't have time to save Mickey.
So then let's speed things up!
And the hunt for Fang Foom continues.
Okay, let's just think things through a moment.
Since when is that a thing we do?
What if we're too late? What if Raker finishes what he started and the ritual...
Then we're doing all of this for nothing.
Not for nothing. If our final act is to challenge Fang Foom, it will be an honorable final act.
I don't do final acts. I'm a survivor.
Let us hope we are not too late.
All right, let's figure out a way to get through here.
There. See? More ominous peaks.
This planet's starting to give me the creeps. I keep thinking Foom's gonna claw us from behind.
Fang Foom is a legendary beast. Legendary beasts do not claw from behind.
Maybe not. But smart ones do.
Anyone else seeing a dead body?
Another Fang Foom hunter?
Most likely. Every littered corpse is a sign we're drawing closer.
Yay.
Careful! That's deadly gas.
How do you know?
Hello? She's an assassin? I bet she's gassed all kinds of famous people. So here's an idea. Why don't we lure Foom and gas him? Knock him out!
Cowardly. I want full credit for the kill.
For the last time, Drax, we're not killing Fang Foom. We're catching him to give the Lady Hellbender so she forgives us and hopefully helps us fight the Church.
Rocket, are you neck deep in water?
We're about to stare down a legendary dragon with the fate of the entire galaxy at stake. I ain't gonna hold us up.
Wow. I'm impressed. You really conquered your fear.
Yeah, well, it ain't about me no more.
Hammer time, Drax.
I shall enjoy this.
Instead of giving her Foom, any chance Lady H might settle for a few whatever they are?
I'm thinking no!
Didn't think so!
Keep your weapons out! Don't forget!
Let's exterminate them!
Beware! The scent of crashing blood draws more creatures to us!
Right in the face! Freaking nasty!
Oh, I'm good! Groot, loving the initiative.
Soldraju to Gluk! Soldraju to Gluk! Heldagor Morgath! Solstad Flandergath!
This is definitely in Drax's wheelhouse.
What's taking so long?
Drax, give it a push.
Without issue.
Nice! Foom won't know what hit him.
Will be more resilient than a boulder.
I know. I'm just trying to be positive.
Why?
I think it's a team building thing.
We require no further team building.
Honestly, after everything...
Whoa! Barking, Maclu! Maclu 4, Peter Quill. You must be fair to the other Maclus. Pelmafin Sarduth, Judkai Nageltau, Gothen Kogalmak.
Careful!
Sharp! Very, very sharp! This is nothing compared to the legendary teeth and claws of Fang Foom.
You know, I'm gonna be really disappointed if he doesn't live up to all the hype.
Assuming we live that long.
Peter, look! There's smoke ahead.
Think it's Foom?
More likely it's people.
Great. Maybe they'll know where he is.
Or they'll attack us on sight. I could probably infiltrate the camp, look for weak links, make an example of the right person, bleed them out in front of their crew. The shock of it will cause confusion or maybe even surrender, and we carve through the rest.
Loving the murdering spirit, just keep in mind not everybody out there is hostile. It could just be a settlement.
That's a dangerous assumption, especially now when everything hinges on us pulling this off.
Right. And we're definitely gonna hand Raker his ass and get Nikki back. But then, afterward, we're also gonna have to find a way to get back to normal.
This is my normal, Peter. Trust me. Right now you need me in murder mode.
Just save some of it for the real bad guys. Maybe dial it back to a high 7 for now.
Maybe a low 9. Come on.
Soldraju Dukluk, Heldagor Morgath, Soltach Flandergath.
Foom! It's Foom!
Yes!
Or
Going, keep
just
going.
let it use fucking rock! Fast!
I am Groot.
Yeah, Ominous is right!
Agagonatol, Volmalki Ultath.
Groot says to put on your sliding.
Good thing my skin is so resistant.
Hello? We're looking for Fang Foom. You seen him? Big wings, nasty teeth.
Purple shorts?
What do you mean, purple shorts?
What, I heard he wears purple shorts.
Ancient legends do tell of such a thing.
See?
That's gonna hit us!
There ain't no way through!
Follow me! Into a wall! Trust me! Oh, yeah. I like this one.
Let's see those things in action.
I'm on it.
Melt that one, too! And that one!
How did you know your guns would work back there?
I am so jealous right now, Quill.
You should be.
At least it ain't quite as cold in this cave.
You're the one with fur. Groot's practically naked.
Groot don't get cold, but he's a big baby in the heat. Hey, we're all flammable. What is that?
Ugh. I can't jump. It's like this magic mud stuff I used to make as a kid.
There is nothing magical about mud.
You haven't been to the spa in Contraxia.
I have not.
You don't really strike me as the spa type. Step aside, mortals, and allow the Meltonator to do his mighty work.
That's a terrible name.
Huh? Got a better one?
PD Hot Guns.
No!
Captain Fireball.
It's not even a fireball. It's more like a heat glob.
Captain Heat Glob.
Nope, no.
Yeah.
Fortune smiles upon us this day, my friends.
We just almost got crushed by a giant meteor.
Indeed. Almost.
He's got you there.
Hoist that up, Groot.
I am Groot.
Right about there.
I swear, Quill, you get all the fun toys.
What? What about that weird gun you have that turns people inside out?
What the fuck?
It might be his name. Maybe he's trying to communicate.
Please don't.
Wendigo! See? He just wanted to... Okay. Now we know they're all around us.
Check out these pointy trees.
Don't check them out too closely.
Groot says watch out for those plants with all the holes on top.
Burn, baby, burn!
Nice! I ain't ever gonna get tired of that.
Keep your eyes peeled. Smell an ambush.
Groot says those plants deserve it.
Maklu 4 is beautiful. Its own twisted way.
The trees are indeed twisted. Well observed.
Groot says the plants here are all mean or stupid.
With all these exceptional beasts, it is a wonder Lady Hellbender does not move her home here.
A little cold for Lady Skullsuit. Those things grow in a frozen hellscape. I think they're made of sturdier stuff than that. Oh! You think Golden Boy is getting tortured right now?
More likely Warlock is torturing Breaker. Keep it up! I'm not concerned.
Another plant falls to Captain Heatglove.
Nope, still not tired of it.
Nice shot, Peter! Okay, you're just killing weeds at this point.
Nope, still not tired of it.
I imagined Foom would sense our arrival and rush to face us. I am disappointed.
Nice shot, Peter! Maybe try something else.
Look, Will, it's your new best bud.
I'd say communication has failed.
Another, up there.
Don't expect them to say much more than Wendigo!
A good fight warms the blood!
Still don't know how you do this shirtless! Wendigo down! Permanently!
Glad it's done for! Big Bang gave me the creeps!
Look out! They're fast for something so big!
The same is said of me!
Foom!
Good! Then we're depriving him of a meal!
Lay on the herd!
Where'd it go?
You could not have done that!
Get it?
Clever wordplay, Peter Quill! A good fight warms the blood!
And a bonus of having these bombs!
Last time someone got stabbed!
Find another snack, buddy!
Or perhaps you would prefer the whole meal!
Drax! Shut him down!
Don't expect them to say much more than Wendigo!
Okay, I'm done playing with the snow monkeys.
Wendigo.
Is that really what we're calling them?
Hey, they're the ones who keep yelling Wendigo. See?
Sounds like we haven't seen the last of them.
I never truly believed this day would come.
What, freezing your nips off with a bunch of us?
Maybe Hellbender will want to add some of those Wendigo to her army.
Assuming they don't hold a grudge.
Hey, they started it.
So much for not holding a grudge!
Fork off! Quit trying to make friends and run, Quill! Whoa! What do you think, Quill? They still just trying to communicate!
Heads up!
They just herd us into their zoo?
Looks more like a dinner plate!
Well, let's make sure we don't end up on the menu.
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
Breathing
Doesn't
room
end the
through.
same as that one!
Pulverize them!
Meet your maker!
Stop short, Groot! Can't believe those snow monkeys got the jump on us!
Hold fast!
My butt still hurts from that slide!
Are you sure you have not been bitten on the buttock?
Take two of those and call me in the morning! Light 'em up, Rocket! It's like the whole planet came out to play!
Let them come! I got bombs for all! Yo!
I'm ready! Just find me an
Guys, huddle up!
What a bunch of losers! Me and Groot, we win this in our sleep!
Thanos used to tie me in fights like this just to make it interesting.
They are no match for these blades, Peter Quill.
All right, listen. This isn't our first rodeo, guys. Problem is, if we play it cocky, one little mistake is gonna bring us down. So let's get back out there, give this fight complete dedication, and make them scream. Who's with me?
Wise words, Peter Quill!
We are!
Time to
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
I think you mean the quarantine zone. Can't believe those snow
Unleash me onto these fools!
It's like the whole planet came out to play!
Not all! We still lack the most important guest of all!
This is a bad tactical position!
Is there a good one when it comes to these things?
My butt still hurts from that slide!
That ain't the pain in the ass I'm worried about right now.
We killed their leader. They should leave us alone now.
Or seek revenge.
Think that wreck is the camp we saw?
Nah, this thing has been here for ages. Look, the smoke's coming from the other side of it.
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
Oh, please. It's probably the least dangerous thing on this planet.
Alright, Groot, give me a boost. About yay high.
Yea is not a unit of measurement.
Groot knows what he means.
They say Fang Foom is a foe unlike any one could imagine.
What do you think, Peter?
Alright, heads up! I'm gonna drop something down for you guys. Look out below!
Ha! That'll work!
You think those creatures were using this ship for shelter?
Screw them. They're dead.
We'd better not get stranded out here. This cold is deadly.
We can always burn Groot.
Rocket!
What? He used to do it for me all the time. Just grows a little extra wood.
Well,
Here, give me a hand.
we should be ready. We don't know the source of that smoke. Could be more hostiles.
Maybe it's just a nice warm fire and some Sakaran spirits.
No doubt it's something that'll try to kill us. This place is like a funhouse of razor blades.
Great speech.
But I'm not worried. We face meteors, poison zit cats, and abominable snowmen.
Wendigo. Whatever it is, it smells.
Bodies. It smells of bodies.
Jeez. Was all this Foom?
Undoubtedly.
Up ahead. Looks like there's a survivor.
Who goes there?
No head. She has no head.
I believe that repulsive tentacle orb is her head.
And I can hear you with it.
Are you the only survivor?
Clearly not. Who are you, meat sacks?
We're here for Foom.
Forget what I said. Yeah, I'm the only survivor. Or will be.
I take it you know where we can find him?
Sure, digesting my men back at his roost. Big Eye's obelisk sticking out of the Caldera's frozen sea.
Don't worry, we'll take care of Foom.
Sure you will, Terran. Just don't come running back here when he chases you. Still got some things to pack up.
Are you gonna be okay?
I don't need your pity, Terran. I'll head back to Contraxia and lick my wounds.
Ooh, hey, you may not want to do that. Contraxia isn't exactly safe right now.
When is it ever?
Seriously, maybe you should just come with us.
I've been embarrassed enough today without taking help from a stranger. I can look after myself.
Well, if you hear people talking about a promise with a matriarch, just steer clear.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sorry about your men.
Dead men collect no paychecks. Speaking of, aren't you the Mad Titan's daughter?
What of it?
Relax, I'm not looking for trouble. There was a time I'd have taken you in for the bounty.
There was a time I'd have killed you for trying.
Yeah, seems we've both got bigger problems right now.
Seems like.
May as well put it to good use, right?
They ain't using it. Here you go. Small marvel crafted. Here. Was hoping we'd do better against Foom than this lot. Any of you corpses mind if I help myself to your stuff? No? Well, thank you.
Big ice thingy on the frozen sea, eh?
Aye, Groot.
You said it, buddy. Sure is a long way down. Another hunt marker?
This one is unclaimed. No doubt it belonged to one of these corpses.
Guess they never got the chance to plan it.
I've appropriated it for our own use. To herald our bravery this day. It shall mark our ultimate conquest, or our glorious defeat.
Foom may be bad news, but he's nothing compared to the fight that comes next.
And it shall mark our penultimate conquest.
One conquest at a time. All right, people. Let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax. No mountain too high, no valley too low.
Literally, in the case of this place.
Whoa! Take heed! The ice is amplifying our velocity!
Have you lost your forking mind?
Come on! If you forget it's incredibly dangerous, it's actually kind of fun!
Indeed! This be our death we
Well, that takes care of the getting down part.
I don't even want to think about how we're gonna get back up. Or how we're gonna get Foom up there.
Look on the bright side. You may be dead.
Back on Earth, people would use dog sleds. A whole line of huskies pulling a sled across the ice.
Don't expect me to be the dog.
I was actually thinking of the Wendigo, and Foom is the sled.
That's the craziest idea I've ever heard.
Yeah. I love it.
We've still got to patch up the Milano.
She'll be all right. Quill-proof the underbelly after Seknarf. He's got a knack for wrecking stuff.
Don't we all?
Except maybe Groot.
Yeah. He must think we're a bunch of psychopaths.
Nah, he sees us as fertile soil he's cultivating into something beautiful.
Ooh, I didn't think it could get any colder.
You know, it's days like these I'm glad I installed seat warmers in the Milano.
Up ahead, there's the ice obelisk.
This must be it, the frozen sea.
This is the perfect spot. Here we will challenge the great beast. Fang Foom! Come and face your death!
What are you doing? We can't get the drop on him if he knows we're here.
Also, we're not killing him, remember?
Shout with me. Here we demonstrate our mettle!
Fang Foom! Your end draws near!
Nope, not his end.
Your quill. Go!
Fang Foom, it's nap time!
Rocket, it's your turn!
Did he just say my real name?
Rocket!
Fang Foom! We're gonna decomboggle your flunking scut spigots! You hear me?
He hears you!
You scaly, overgrown gordle-splode! You fessed lump of Satarkian shrub meat! You don't scare us!
It feels good, does it not?
Yeah! It actually does!
Just through here. Be ready for anything. So, where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foom was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
This one was.
You think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out.
Appreciates we're going to all this trouble!
Lady sure knows how to hold a grudge!
I don't think he's gonna come quietly!
Just remember, we don't have two!
You're the Bane of Ice, Peter Quill!
See? Bane of Ice isn't such a bad nickname!
Pass!
Well, don't get burned then!
You said he had purple shorts!
Perhaps he disrobed for combat! Today, we earn our place
Boom,
in the top!
baby! How you like us now?
His opinion does not appear to have improved.
One to go!
His rage rains down!
Guys, huddle up!
Victory will soon be ours, my friends, unless they send reinforcements.
If they do, we'll have to move like lightning. Hit them from behind. But what if they're too fast? We'll need another plan.
Hey! Every battle comes with some kind of curveball. Trying to predict where it's gonna land only makes things worse. Relax. It's easy to overthink when things get tense, but if we focus...
We can hit him hard.
Who's with me?
Feel my wrath!
Bring it on!
Feel him?
It's heating up!
What now, are you, Foo?
Bring it, you overgrown lizard!
Looks like he just did! Run! That was too close!
Good thinking! Muscles! Get through the head! He thinks you two can refund that rock right into Foom's face!
I can't believe we're fighting a dragon!
He's wet! Kick him while he's down! Fire in the hole!
Come on, Foom! You'll like Seknarf 9!
Great winds would make for invigorating flight! Suppose we had so cool as I originally suggested!
Don't rub it in!
And ready!
Hope this makes you swear with Hellbender!
You would do well to use her full title in her presence!
The ice isn't cracking, you big baby!
Do not hold back now!
Eat plasma, you overgrown lizard!
I am trying to destroy!
Past time to look up down!
Hey, Will! Wanna see some fireworks?
Rocket! Go wild!
Just don't get your branches burned!
Beware his reach! Suppose we had so Foom as I originally suggested!
Okay, Drax! You get to pick our next money-making scheme!
Like Seknarf 9!
Hope this makes you swear with Hellbender!
You would do well to use her full title in her presence! Well struck, friends!
Are we even making a dent?
Flesh does not end!
We seem to be making him better! That's progress!
It's all you, Gamora!
Do not hold back now!
Who's been holding back?
Rip him a new one!
The beast grows desperate!
And he's bound to get sloppy!
Up you get, little buddy! Danger close, Rocket!
Hurry this up! I'm getting cold!
Fighting hard enough, Rocky!
One more time! Let's knock him out cold!
Doesn't look like he's gonna make it easy on us!
Beast is most dangerous when that is most desperate! We must not fail! We are ready!
Now, Peter!
Red like fire with fire!
Let her loose!
Yes! We stand triumphant! Foom has fallen!
Oh, hold on! No, wait, no! No, wait Lady Hellbender! Drax, stop! Guys! Wait, guys, don't!
Lady Hellbender, we want to...
Nobody escapes my wrath.
Floorboard. Monster Queen of Seknarf 9, you said you'd hear him out. You promised.
Speak. I hope this is the one where you make a good speech.
We screwed up. We conned you. Robbed you. Killed your... baby. We can't take back what we've done. But we want to make it right.
Quill.
You murdered the Dragon Lord of Kakarantara! Ah!
This isn't you.
Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom.
The final harvest begins. Dead worlds, screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Someone needs to take a stand against the church. We could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see...
Enough. I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
I think we found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We're on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock. We'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
You still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will, I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tools.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on Lamantis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.